Good morning, video journal. Today is Monday, January 27th, and I got a really good night's sleep last night, so that's a good thing. Yesterday was Sunday, so I did church yesterday, which is always wonderful. I did go by myself, which was okay because Michael was he was here sick, and we are studying right now in church the book of Romans, which is fascinating for me because okay, well, I'll start here. About, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe it was 2 years ago, I started to see a spiritual counselor that I found through my church. And it was just so cool because, I just love counseling. I love therapy in general. I love anything related to like self help. I'm kind of, a total self help nerd, right? So, anyway, I'm seeing this spiritual counselor, and what she did dream interpretation, which is fascinating to me because, like, oh man, like, it's never ever what I think it is. Like, yeah, anyway, so that's getting super super off course, but and I'll talk more about that probably in another video journal. But what she did tell me at one point, which was like, she said to me, she said, Amy, she said, God is calling you into ministry. And at the time, I was still, and I still am, I still consider myself to be very much a baby Christian. But then I was like, itty bitty baby Christian. Like, now I'm still an infant, but maybe I'm getting closer to, 6 months old. Then I was like a month old. Like, I was like, not even really into the Bible yet. Like, I was just attending church more consistently. And now seeing the spiritual counselor, and that was it. I was like, ministry. Like, no, I'm not going to be getting up on a stand and preaching to people. Like, no, I don't think so. But so I kind of just like in the back of my head, never really thought about it again. And then I start hearing little tidbits here and there about what that really means, and I get a better understanding of it. And no, it's not just being a preacher and standing up on a pulpit and talking to people. There's lots of different forms of Christian ministry. And so I start to kind of explore it and look into it, like just over the past maybe, I don't know, year or so. And there's two different forms of ministry that God is calling me into. And, I don't know if God is calling me into both of them or just one or the other, or if I just need to focus my attention more on one right now and then the other at a different point. I don't know for sure, but one that I definitely know that God is calling me into is apologetics. And apologetics is the ministry of ministering to, really to anybody about Christianity and the Bible, but very specifically to people who are skeptical and resistant. And I'm just like, when God was trying to show that to me, I was like, no, God, please, no, because, yeah, first of all, that takes really a lot of knowledge and understanding of the Bible itself, which is hard. Hard for anybody, but then kind of especially hard for me with my brain injury. And it just, it's just, ew. Oh my gosh, why? Like, apologetics, like, it's tricky. That it's just a tricky one. That's a hard one. It just feels really hard for me. It just feels really hard. And so, yeah, I really pray about that one a lot and get a lot of clarity because I was just like, oh my gosh, why of all the ministries can't we do a different one? Anyone but that one, But then actually, the more I started kind of really, really, really looking into it, the more I started to get really kind of intrigued by it, and I was really inspired because of definitely my daughter, and her, and not so much the anger and the resentment, towards Christianity in general is definitely kind of subsiding, but there's still a lot of questions and a lot of resistance and a lot of kind of things that she'll say that I'll just, want to kind of shut it down. And a lot of times I just don't know how to respond. I don't know what to say or even if I should say anything at all. And then, of course, there's Michael, who, I do believe at this point, he's come around to Christianity and he still has a lot of questions. There's just a lot of people with a lot of questions, and I just want to be able to answer those questions. And I want to be able to answer those questions even for myself. So, in any case, Book of Romans, in church right now totally is perfect for apologetics. So that is really, really cool. Where am I at on time? Oh, I'm right at 5 minutes here, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. And yeah, just say, I guess, yeah, that's about it. That's about it for today. Oh yeah, with the apologetics thing. So another thing that kind of, yeah, it drew me into this ministry was before I even knew that it was a ministry. My daughter and I have been working on this thing for about a year, and not really consistently, just here and there when we have a little bit of extra time. And I don't even know if she's done anything on this at all. For all I know, she's going to have AI like write the whole thing. But her and I have a little, I don't know if you want to call it a competition, little thing going on where I am going to be doing a slideshow that includes like whatever 10 to 15 slides. We have 10 to 15 slides each. I'm doing a slideshow that is 100% proving the existence of God through Christianity. She is doing a slideshow that is 100% disproving. And I have a feeling her slideshow is going to be more focused on science. I don't know for sure. We'll see. We'll see. And then the way we're going to do it is we're going to present it to the family, to Michael and to his family. And we're going to do a little vote. And whoever loses has to purchase and buy dinner and prepare dinner for the entire family. And then the winner gets to enjoy it. So that's a cute little competition we have going on. And, it has yet to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen for sure, but I'll definitely keep the video journal updated. So, in any case, that's it for today, and I will be talking to you again tomorrow. Bye bye.